That is a really good intro song.
Dude, it is. It pops for
It
sure.
does. It is good.
Mm-hmm.
So it is Thursday, August 11th. And you know what that means. Another episode of the Mad Chatter.
Mad Chatter.
So, who we got? We got David Reese always showing up, supporting everybody. Good dude. Love me some David Reese. Got Agu in the house. Got Ty in there. That's right, buddy. That intro does slap. What's going on, buddy?
Dude,
How you doing?
lots of good stuff. Personally, yeah, but you know why? But I'm always happy to have anything to do with comics. Pretty much anything. So
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
the
So,
today's the today's like it's one of the days I've been looking forward to.
yeah. Well, a lot of work went into this. Getting all this stuff from physical media digitalized, so
That actually
um,
took quite a while.
yeah, yeah. Um, Also, I wanted to ask you. I don't know if you've got it next to you. I did not see last night. You had a $3,500 mystery box up.
Yeah,
What was in it? Do you have it next to
it's
you?
it's 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 literally right there. I'll grab it.
Okay.
But it was $2,300.
Oh, 20. I thought it
But
was
I
35.
said it has at least $3,500 in value.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds like a J1 deal, though.
Right? All right, hang on. Here we go. One, two, three, four, and five. It was 5 books in all. Wait, what am I missing? I'm missing something.
Attention, swimmer! You are too far! Return immediately!
There we go. I had to get one more book. Should be. Yep, here we go. So this was the lot. Started off with
Okay. Second print.
first print,
Oh, this first print and second print. Gotcha.
second print,
Ooh.
first first comic that Gorkum did. First comic
Yeah.
exclusive Gorkum did in the U.S.
Nice.
First appearance of Adam Blue Marvel.
Yeah.
First Amadeus Cho. And first Spider Gwen.
That's a nice box.
I
You
thought
make
so.
you make a purty box.
I I try hard. I really do. And then I also had other price points, but that's what I. That
Oh,
was the
Lucian wants to see the 250.
Spawn 250. This was number 6 of 15 copies that he signed of this book.
That would be a PC book for me.
No, I am not. Jelly asked to see it. That's not right. And then this was the box that I wanted you to buy, Jelly. I think. Is this it?
Did no one buy these boxes?
Nobody bought a single box.
Holy smokes, dude. I couldn't believe that. I saw you were doing them and I was like, oh, those will be sold.
Yeah, nobody bought a one. It's okay though. Doc Savage 1, Creatures on the Loose, Captain America. This is just some nice bronzy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Invaders 3, Tales of Suspense 76, 96, Tales to Astonish 73, 97, and Amazing Spider-Man 67 signed by Stan Lee.
Got out of town. What was that one? Was that 350?
This one
or
was
something stupid.
350.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Bin.
I tried.
Yeah.
Even the cheapest box I had was $200, and still the $200 one, it's all silver and gold, and the big book in it was pretty much the value of the whole freaking the cost of the box.
Well,
This one was the $200 one,
how they go.
and it had a Flash Gordon number 2 from
Yes.
1950.
Yep. Damn it.
And high grade too, and then
Yeah.
it has a bunch of other.
I think
Flash
we talked
Gordons and
about that
stuff.
before, and on that book, the tanning looks so right. I usually don't like tanning on books. It just looks right on that book.
It looks
for some
like it's
reason.
supposed to be that way.
Yeah. Well, I guess if it's 70 years old, it technically is supposed to be that way.
And I have one more box here somewhere, but I don't know where the hell it went. Oh, here it is. It was an exclusives box. All exclusives. And it was $250. And the finishing, like you got a ton of good exclusives in there. But the big money ones were these two.
Mm-hmm.
Was the She-Hulk, and then the
Strange Academy.
Virgin number 1, right?
Yeah.
But then besides that, you got some signed exclusives, and then, you know, all good exclusives. I love that freaking Batman. That's the new one, the 135?
126?
125.
Oh, the last of
Yeah.
yeah, okay.
And look at this Wolverine.
Oh, that's sick.
Right?
Oh, that's who did that? You know? Is it on the back?
It's not on the back. It's one of those ones that you gotta take open and get into. But
man.
I'll do it. And then you got some New Horizon, and then one awesome ASM Perillo.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna look and see now because now you got me wanting to know too.
I love like the glow from inside his hands. That looks awesome.
Let's see here. Oh, dude, this is Absolute Carnage Lethal Protectors number 1, but it doesn't say who the artist is. I'll have to actually open it. But I don't know. I'm curious though. I'll look it up another time.
We'll have some time.
But I thought I was like this one, hella deal. Like I even told him, I was like, you guys even, dude, these boxes are set for price points for resellers.
Yeah. I mean, I would say there are very few books that you sell that don't have lots of meat on the bone.
I try.
All right. Now I gotta figure out who this.
Christina, how you doing? How to do it?
No.
You know,
I want to know who did that cover.
Oh, well.
And I found it, and then it didn't tell me who it was. Because it came from the Marble database. Oh, it's Ryan Brown.
Ryan Brown.
Yeah.
So my wife just told me, she's like, I really liked Sandman. I know this is getting a little quick, but she just sent me this text. She's like, I really like Sandman because he looks so good. but still, Chris Evans and you are fighting for my number one spots.
Boy, she sure can pander, huh?
Right? You dude. She's got what do they call them? Rose tinted glasses.
Rose-colored glasses, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she's just an endless romantic.
she
Did you
is.
see the private chat message there?
Not yet, but I will check it now. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I can.
I mean, do
Yeah.
you think?
Right?
Just, I mean, I feel like we need to get out there and get some feelers out.
Do hold on. Let me reply to that real quick
Okay.
before we decide to do this.
Secret time.
Secret
time. Nobody
chats,
knows what
right?
we're talking about. But the big thing for tonight, which is really cool, that I actually can't wait for, even though I've watched it 6 times, listened to it 6 times over the last day, I still am geeked for it. So we've got the Golden Record reprint of Journey into Mystery.
Right. Hold on, I gotta get my props out. Sorry.
Yep.
Props, and
Okay.
props. All right. So this all came to be because this is one of my favorite books that's in my PC. Journey into Mystery number 83. This is the Golden Record reprint from 1966, signed by Stan Lee and Nino. So these books, there's 4 books in all that were re-released in 1966. Avengers 4, Amazing Spider-Man number 1, Journey into Mystery number 83, and Fantastic Four number 1.
Mm-hmm.
And they released them in 1966 with this great big old record. And on this record, oh shoot.
Oh, we caught you right and dirty.
Right? It's actually mowing my front lawn. Oh, because I'm white and nerdy. A little Weird Al. But so on this first side of the comic of the record is literally like a 1950s and 40s radio show release of the comic being told, a reading.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the other side is another comic from the later in the series. And this one, it is, what did you say it was? 80? No.
Journey into Mystery 97.
97.
Yeah. It's when he fights Lava Man. It's the origin of Odin.
I'm going to mute just for a second. So you know everything that's going on right now, right? With me. It's my brother is calling, and because he's flying in.
Okay.
There we go. So, anyways, the whole thing was like, man, how fun would it be to do a live playing of the story and digitize the comic and throw it up there so you guys can literally watch it and listen to it and enjoy it the same way as if you're sitting here with me listening to the record on the record player, which is funny because it's literally sitting right there because I had to hook it into my, like, I have a very high-end Audio Technica system with a Shure needle and everything else, and I have my record cleaning
fidelity
system. Yes. Like I paid some good money for it.
I'm an Audio Technica guy. My
earphones, they do well.
My microphone, it's high quality for low prices.
Yes. It is. I call them a mid-tier. Right?
They're the upper echelon.
They're way better than the cheapo stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
But they're like quality-wise, they meet up with a lot of the big boys,
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
standard
these
wise, you know.
things are professional quality for sure. I mean, these are studio headphones, so I
True
love
story.
them. And yeah, German engineering. All
Oh
right, so
yeah.
we'll put a pin in that other thing for now
Yes.
until we hear back about it and see if we can actually provide for people.
I
So
know. I want to. I want to.
I've
Trust me.
only gotten as far as the 83. I didn't have time to do the 97 yet.
You know, we can do it another time.
Yeah, but if people enjoy it and like it, um, we can do other comics.
We have talked, Jelly and I, of possibly getting all 4 of them.
Yeah,
It might end up happening.
it it would be nice.
They're
Could we
pricey.
afford to get them from Mile High Comics? No.
No.
We would have to go on an end of the earth search for them.
Yeah. Like, so in reality, guys, right? Just this record, and I got a very good deal on it. I paid $200.
Which is really, really good deal.
Yes. Normally, the records with the cases in this kind of condition, where the colors are still good and there's not much damage to it, usually they're like $300 to $500.
Yeah.
So, hell, the books are ridiculous.
I mean, they're as far as reprints goes, those are your
They're the gold
grails.
standard of reprints.
Yeah, I mean that is when people say are reprints valuable? Well, I know of 4 for a fact that are very valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and also those golden record reprints, as valuable as they are a really good place to get in for people that can't afford to even go into a like a 1.0 of one of those books.
Oh, dude, a .5,
Yeah.
right? A .5 Journey into Mystery 83, right? In all reality, is more valuable than my 9.0 signed by Stan Lee. I mean, in all reality,
And
this
the
is like a
literal
$2,000 book.
only difference between the reprints and the originals was there's no price on it,
No price. There's no issue number on it,
no
right?
issue number, and there's no ads.
No advertisements in the book other than this is the only advertisement.
Yeah.
And that's for you to buy more
Of theirs. Well, I mean, yeah, there
Golden
was.
Records.
Yep. Could you imagine if Marvel had a few of those left and you just started sending those things in, getting them for $4?
So what's really cool is, you know how much these things cost when they first released? Think about it. 1966.
Mm-hmm.
You get a 33 LP and a comic. Anybody in the chat know? Let's see some guesses how much they think these cost. Brand new. Looks like the bum's here.
Yeah. Should we let him in?
Absolutely, if he's ever going to be on time again. Ty says $5. Lucian,
Let him
10
get
cents,
set up.
right? So, like, I was thinking, honestly, I thought maybe like 50 cents, right? The comic, like the original comic, right, was 10 or 12 cents, right?
Mm-hmm.
I figured 50 cents for a record and a comic? It was $2.49.
That's the deal.
Well, dude, think about it. It was just a comic was 12 cents in 1968.
Mm-hmm.
Records weren't no damn.
Well, LPs, like 33s, were bargain basement.
Yeah,
You know.
dude, they were cheaper than $1,
Yeah.
right? And somehow Marvel does that
Mm-hmm.
and gets away with it.
Yep.
And then there's two Batman. There's a Batman and a Superman one as well.
Yeah. The Superman I have listened to before. I don't think I've heard the Batman. The Superman's good. And I think the Superman, I believe they put that into their radio show at one point. So it was kind of in the rotation when they would do replays of the radio show.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I'll tell you who'd be a good one. Edwin Price would be a good one to ask about that.
Just below the Marvel ones, right?
Yeah.
Is the one I'd like to read. It's SLP 170. Special Christmas release. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. That's the name of it. I'm like, that. Do you have one?
Ooh, that's a Dell book. Does who have one?
Ty does. Ty's saying he has one.
Oh, really?
There's a Batman and a Superman.
Oh, he's got the 9.0 of the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should do the. We should do all these.
I won't disagree.
That Dell book, though, Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, would be good for Christmas.
Oh, look how dirty my bag is, dude. Time to get a new one.
Yeah.
See, that looks way
Everyone
better.
have a dirty sack.
That's so much prettier that way.
Oh, that looks good.
But
yeah, it's gonna drive
so
me crazy.
I'm gonna put this.
What do you think? Should we just get on with it?
Let's put this right here. All right, let's get a nice little image of it going. And again, this is what inspired what we're about to freaking do.
Yeah.
And I hope
would recommend that people put on earphones to watch this. I cleaned up as much audio as I could. Some of it's a little hard to hear, but it overall should be good. But I think it'd be better if you watched it with headphones on for sure.
headphones, or if you have to, crank your volume up a little bit, because it is a little quiet in some parts too.
Yeah. Whenever he's speaking as Blake, it sounds it's very quiet. So let me see if I can get this going here. Then I'm going to take a minute to get some coffee.
I used to get coffee on the regular. All right, let's mute him.
Okay, I'm going to see how I can.
Journey into mystery. Introducing the Mighty Thor, the most exciting superhero of all time. Begin the saga of Thor in this issue. The action begins on page 1. For the Mighty and the Stone Men from Saturn.
The legend has come true. By the will of the gods, I am alive. I am invincible. I am Thor.
Our story opens on the windy coast of Norway, where we see a frail figure silhouetted against the bleak sky. He is Dr. Don Blake, an American vacationing in Europe. And as Dr. Blake turns and leaves the site, he doesn't see the strange alien spaceship which silently lands behind him. Two principals in a grim pageant, neither one noticing the other. But how different would things be if they were to meet at this moment? How different would be the future of all mankind? But ours is a drama decreed by the fates to be acted out. Nothing can stop it. Nothing can change it. Watch and see.
Oh, at last, we are on Earth.
This atmosphere, it is so different from our own planet.
That is to our advantage. On Saturn, we are mighty beings. But here, in this oxygen atmosphere, our strength is even greater.
Behold how easily I lift this plant thing out of the ground.
Ah, well done, Gore. Now watch, as I prove the invulnerability of our stone bodies. Without the slightest hesitation, I jump. For I know that nothing on this puny earth can harm me.
But one pair of eyes does see the awesome aliens. The eyes of an aged fisherman. I did wish to hold him. What have I stumbled onto?
And if our strength were not enough, we could rely upon our weapons.
It will be child's play to conquer this planet when our main invasion force arrives.
Page 3.
I must run to the village and sound the alarm. But when the old fisherman tells his story,
Stone creatures from outer space? What nonsense do you speak? Begone, old man. Do not waste our time with fairy tales.
It sounds fantastic, and yet the man doesn't appear mad. I wonder.
the following day, Dr. Don Blake decides to explore the coastal area described by the fisherman.
So far, I see no sign. Wait, what's this? Footprints. They lead around a bend. It's them. The aliens. They're just as he said they were. Men of stone.
Remember, death to any who discover our presence.
If they find me here, they'll kill me. I'd better leave while...
Snap!
Blast it. I step on a twig.
Lo, an earthling. He has seen us.
After him. Do not let him escape.
I can't run fast enough. They'll soon catch up to me. Oh! I tripped. I'm helpless without my cane. Wait. Perhaps I can hide in those caves. Made it. But they're bound to find me soon. If only there were a way out. Back there. There is another exit. But it's blocked by this boulder. It's hopeless. I can't budge it at all. The cave is so dank, so gloomy, and airless. It seems no human has set foot in here for ages. Sigh. I might as well wait for the stone man to find me. I'm trapped.
But suddenly...
The wall is opening. I must have pressed some kind of hidden lever when I leaned against it. It's a secret chamber. But there's nothing inside. Except that gnarled wooden stick. Like an ancient cane. I wonder, perhaps by using this as a lever, I can move the boulder. I still can't budge it. But I must keep trying. Mustn't give up. It's my only chance to escape. No, it's hopeless. Even a bulldozer couldn't move that giant rock.
In helpless anger, Don Blake strikes the useless cane against the immovable boulder. And as he does so...
What?
Page 5.
The cave is bathed in blinding light, like a fiery bolt of lightning. And the ancient cane, it's changing shape. And I'm changing too.
Can this be really happening, or am I going mad? No, it isn't mad. I can feel my body bursting with power. Power such as I've never known. The cane. It has become a mighty hammer. And I have been transformed into... Wait. There are words inscribed on the hammer. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. Thor, the legendary god of thunder, the mightiest warrior of all mythology. This is his hammer, and I am Thor. A few moments ago, I couldn't even budge this boulder, but now...
Part 2, the power of Thor.
I can lift it as if it were cardboard.
Page 7.
The stone creatures will never suspect that their frail quarry escaped through this rear exit. But what happens now? Do I walk amidst the civilized world as a mythological god? Or it is too bewildering. I must pause and think this out. Thor, the god of thunder. What do I remember of him from my school days? He was the noblest and strongest of all the Norse gods. The fourth day of the week, Thursday, was named in his honor. He was... What's happening to me? I'm changing again. I'm back to normal once more. But how? What caused it? Wait, the inscription on the hammer. Whosoever holds this hammer, if he be worthy, shall possess the power of Thor. So that's it. I must continually hold the hammer to retain Thor's strength. If I let go of it, in about 60 seconds, I revert back to my normal self. According to the legend, Thor's hammer had other characteristics. One is that it was so heavy, none but mighty Thor could lift it. The legends also say that the hammer is enchanted. Whenever Thor hurls it from him, it must return. Also, the hammer is invincible. Nothing can resist it. Nothing.
His blood boiling with excitement, the transformed doctor continues to experiment with his mystic weapon.
By stamping the handle twice on the ground, I can create rain or snow, which soon grow into a raging tornado. All the power of the storm is Thor's to command.
Page 9.
Then, to end the storm, I merely stamp this handle 3 times on the ground. But if I should stamp it but once, the hammer changes back into a cane, and I once again become Dr. Don Blake. To think, the most incredible power of all time has been hidden in that cave, waiting to be found. But I've wasted enough time. The world must be warned of the presence of the stone men.
But even at that moment, on a NATO airbase...
It's a fleet of unidentified flying objects.
Alert all military units and scramble the jets. The humans have sent up armed aircraft.
We shall soon dispose of them. Set up the monster image.
A moment later, a huge, 3-dimensional picture flashes across the sky.
What in the name of heaven is it?
It's heading right for us. We can't bank in time. Hit the silk. How easily we trick the Earthlings.
Naturally, the humans are a primitive race.
It shall be child's play to conquer them.
Behold how they try to stop us with missiles.
As though mere rockets could penetrate our atomic force fields.
The Earthlings have nothing that can keep us from descending upon them. Nothing.
Earth's weapons are useless against the invaders. But perhaps what 20th century science can't do.
The god of thunder can.
Strange. A moment ago, the sky was clear. Yet now there is a storm brewing.
How can this be? Our weather instruments did not forecast it.
The enemy is a long distance from me. Yet by using the might of Thor and whirling my hammer with the speed of lightning, I may yet be able to streak through the sky as the thunder god should. There! I release my whirling hammer for a split second, catching the unbreakable thong, and then I am pulled along after it like the tail of a rocket.
Page 11. Part 3. Thor the Mighty strikes back.
Behold, an earthling flying through the air to attack us.
Do not slay him. He must be captured and studied.
Capture him. How?
His whirling weapon holds us at bay.
Wait. He is directly beneath our captive cage. In a moment, he will be our helpless prisoner.
Ah, he is ours.
Good.
The earthling is powerless.
No, observe.
It is impossible.
Iron bars do not a prison make. Not when the prisoner has the might of Thor.
The earthling is too powerful to be captured alive.
He must be slain. Prepare to disintegrate him.
But before the ruthless invaders can fire,
Our weapons!
The earthling cannot be stopped.
Yes, he can. Set the Meccano monster free. Be swift.
It is done, sire. Now the enemy will surely meet his master.
There is your foe. Attack him. Destroy him.
That monstrosity looks like it has everything in its favor. Everything except
Page 13.
the hammer of Thor.
Clang.
He has vanquished the Meccano monster.
The human is too mighty, too skilled in the art of battle.
And we know not how many more there are like him on Earth.
Back to the ships at once. We must flee this accursed planet.
I've beaten them. I have proven that the power of the hammer and the might of the thunder god are invincible. Nothing can conquer Thor. Nothing. Here comes the infantry. If I remain here, they'll question me. They won't rest till they've learned my secret. I'll become an international curiosity, but all that can be avoided by one gesture.
Look, the invaders are flying away.
but why? What could have driven them off?
I don't know. There's no one in sight.
Except that lame passerby with a gnarled old cane.
Well, to cinch that skinny gent isn't Earth's secret weapon.
The menace is ended. Now it's time for me to go back to the States, taking with me the greatest power ever known to mortal man.
The end. The saga of Thor continues on the other side of the record. Thrill as the mighty Thor battles a new menace, the Lava Man. Our action continues on page 14.
Wait, there we go.
Pretty cool.
I sat here eating Chex Mix. I'm like, it is so good.
I know.
And yes, I really was like wanting to answer questions like during the show that people were like, but I'm like, no, I don't want to type it in. This is going to be stuff to talk about after.
Yeah. Just, yeah. I was just sitting there, just, this is how I want all my comics served up to me like this.
Right? So, Saltweiss, you made one of the greatest statements that 99% of the world makes. He didn't know he was Thor?
Yeah.
If you do not know Thor's origin, right? He was Dr. Donald Blake. Regular Joe that walked with a little bit of a limp.
And if you heard his voice in this, that's exactly what it was. Just a dork.
Mm-hmm. But he found the cane just like you saw, and when he would tap it, he would actually become Thor reincarnate. He wasn't actually Thor. Now, over time, shit changed, and different origin stories and different retellings and stories and everything else. Donald Blake became no more, and Thor became Thor.
I would say the Thor origin story is probably one of the less known ones out of major characters.
100%. Oh,
I
and
mean,
Helvetica, I had these records when I was a kid. Tons of them. I had the He-Man ones. I had the read-along stories, with the records. I had a ton of those when I was a kid. I had a J.C. Penney Fisher Price record player that I would literally put a record on and open the book and sit there and read along. It was so much fun. Oh yeah, hit that like button.
If you guys like this and want us to do more of them, it was a lot of fun to do. I'll tell you that. I really enjoyed it.
I won't lie. Like, my kids calibrated my record player for me, so I had to fix it.
So uncalibrated it?
Uh-huh. So that took me... It took a good long while to do. I won't lie. And then I had to get new software because the software I had was no longer up to date.
How did you get that across? Did you have did it go right in your sound card?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It went right into my sound card, and then I used, what's the name of the program? Where is it? Oh my goodness. Audacity. There it is.
Oh, that's what I used to clean it up.
Yeah.
I went through and took out some of the crackles and pops, and it sounded a lot better, I think.
Oh yeah. You should have heard it before I cleaned the record. When I first played it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, the record's not really scratched up hardly at all or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I had to, I listened to it the first time and I was like, nope, that ain't gonna do it. So I had to go get my... What brand? That's right.
Audio Technica. Helvetica, you're looking for mics and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. Audio Technica, brother. I'm telling you, that's what I got right here. It's a great microphone.
They make these very special brushes for records and cleaning and then fluid and solution and all that other stuff. Been a hot minute since I've done all that, to be honest. But
I know. I do have the audio from the B-side, which is Journey into Mystery 97. I've already cleaned it up. Now I just need to go and sync everything to the comic.
Oh yeah. It'll be fun. Did the people in the chat enjoy it? I'm like...
Yeah, brother, I'll send you some links. Because this way, if you get an Audio Technica, you can get the same professional one, although they make it in a USB, so you don't have to get a whole soundboard.
Absolutely.
Which is a huge thing.
So this is the other brand of mic that I am a huge fan of.
Mm.
It's Thronma. And I don't know about you guys, but I truly enjoy it.
Oh, the sultry sounds of J1.
Oh, dude, I put on I did the whole thing last night.
We could do our own dramatic readings of comic books.
See, and I thought about that. I really did.
We could do like what's his name? Not comic historian. Who's the original guy that's like, yeah, so here we go. You know, then he'll go through the entire Secret Wars. Why can't I think of his name right now? But he talks super fast. But it would be fun to do like a Secret Wars where you just pick out key points of each book and tell the whole series.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You know, speaking
but it's got to
about
be some historical things that have major implications for things that are going on now so people can get the history. Because this, I would think, any comic book nerd, especially most of us like the historical part of comics, this is... When you told me you got this record, I was chomping at the bit to do this. So, I know we'll have at least one more. And if we can find the other records.
Well, I know we can find the audio.
The audio is harder to find than you think, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I was looking for some of the other ones, and I think the only one I actually saw that was uploaded was this one.
Really?
And I'm not sure if it had a side B or not. There might have been a side B. But yeah, I was looking and I could not find one.
Oh, and I one of the things David says, I really enjoyed the page, like the page number call outs were hilarious. It's like page 7.
Yeah.
And you're like, or the sound effects. Snap.
When they read the sound effect as they're doing the sound effect, it's like they're clanking stuff together, like clang.
Yes.
Yeah, those are hilarious.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this. And is Miguel gonna say anything today?
I don't know what he's doing.
Hey guys, I was actually just gonna come in. You guys hear me?
Yeah.
No, we can't.
Okay, so sorry guys. So, hey, I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It was one of the most awesomest things to hear while I was working. You did not. I'm glad that you did this, Jay. So, we've been busy all day. We actually had to shut down the store. Oh, Jelly brought it.
Shut down the store?
Yeah,
well, I bought it.
Shut down the store for good. Well, it's because me and Mike had to go get rent a pickup truck to go get the security gate for the front of the store.
Oh.
So shit was heavy, guys. You did not want to hear 4 men just grunting. Well,
dude, those security gates are no joke.
Trying to squeeze in through these little doors that we have in the front of the shop.
I'll tell you what, I did not realize that you had to buy your own security gate. I would have thought the mall would have.
So we got to set it up ourselves, put it in ourselves, buy everything ourselves. And nah, man, little by little, we've been upgrading the shop, and I guess it was time to set up the security gate. And
did you get busted in?
No. We just got a good deal because there was a person that was shutting down their shop and moving next door to us, and they gave us a good deal on their security gate, and because I guess he was in a bad neighborhood, and he's all like, I see that you have a lot of slabs, a lot of stuff that is like of high value. He's all like, you don't want to, I'll give you a deal on the security gate. I was like, hey, don't tell me twice.
Well, I hope it doesn't make the shop look sketchy.
No, heck no. That's the one that's gonna roll to side.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is this. We have to set it up ourselves. But yeah.
If I had a comic shop like that, dude, I'm not gonna lie. I'd have a whole hell of a lot of insurance, and I'd be like, break this bitch up. Go ahead, take it all.
Yeah, well, that's why I told Mike we did have the insurance and everything, so we really didn't care if somebody broke in or not because we had the insurance.
Well, they got my 16 copies of ASM 15, all of them signed by Stanley. It's a damn shame.
Hey, dude,
Didn't
I
even
mean,
have
like,
time
man,
to take pictures of them.
you guys got to. I know you guys had to watch the video where what was it? I always forget.
Oh, that reminds
What's
me.
that comic shop that got broken into in Denver? I always forget.
Mile High?
Mile High. There you go. Mile High. And that dude, the guy that worked there, got caught on camera. Not only did he bust through the glass and bled his way around the shop.
Dude left DNA evidence everywhere.
Then this idiot.
Well,
took
at that
his,
point, once you've busted in and you're bleeding, it's all over. You might as well go and get all of it and try to hide it somewhere. At that point.
Then he knew, bro. It was so cool because this guy happened to know where all the cleaning stuff was, and he tried to clean some of it up. Then he realized he was just wasting time. I was like, dude, one of the most botched break-ins you could ever see on camera.
I don't want to tell anybody how to do this, but all you got to do is spray some ammonia on the blood splatters, and it completely negates any DNA evidence.
Well, bleach.
I don't want to say that out loud. Bleach works as well too. Yeah.
Yeah. It. Now that they have PCR, so they can take little pieces of DNA and repeat them.
Yes.
It doesn't work quite as well, but yeah.
That's
so you
fun.
guys had to shut the shop down today, huh? On a Thursday?
Yeah,
On a
just
Mad
for a
Chatter
bit.
Thursday?
But just for a bit. That's why I showed up a little late, because we knew we had to take that trip. So I mean, we had the shop open, but like really open for like 4 or 5 hours, and what we're doing right now is the couple hours that we're here. So we got a couple customers but our customers that come in early probably saw this closed for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, majority of the day was kind of shut down, so we kind of like open till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So
yeah,
that's why we was just a little late. But yeah, man, you did not want to hear a bunch of grown ass men just grunting.
just grunting and farting every time they exert themselves.
I was like, I don't know if you guys saw me, but I put the camera on when Mike was like trying to like put down one of those heavy bars down, and I was like, let me see if I catch it good. But I muted the camera. I muted the mic so we wouldn't hear his.
Just watching him exert himself, like.
Oh man, no, but we try to have fun here. It's a good thing just to upgrade month by month, and it's like we live close by, but there's an opportunity of us maybe moving away and living a little bit farther than here.
Yeah.
So like that, you know what I'm saying? At least we feel secure that if somebody breaks in, it's going to be a while. They're not going to have a good time.
Right. They're going to have to work at it.
Yeah. It's not like just break through and then just go get the slabs. Hell no. You're going to have to really, really work for it.
Oh, I got to figure out how I can save this. Copy? Can I copy it?
Save what, good sir?
Oh yeah, this is what I want. Can I download it? Because if we're going to talk about that C2 E2 stuff, see if I can save this. Nope. Oh, I can play it at least.
Is it time?
I figure as much.
Okay.
I guess we should address it just because it's all everybody's talking about, and it's.
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first? I don't mind either way. Because mine's going to be a rant. Mine's going to be a rant. I'm not going to lie.
We're going to have to reel you back in.
I'll be okay. I'll get through it. I'll get through it. But yours is going to be the more adulty opinion.
But you know what? This is going to be fun because let's see if we have all the same opinion on the matter.
I'm gonna guess we're gonna get 3 different takes out of this. So I'm gonna play that video that somebody shared in one of our group chats
Oh, yes, please.
that it was just one of the funniest things. What am I? How do I share screen? Let's see. Home tab. Window. Edge. I didn't even know I had Edge. Huh. And so this is hilarious. Let me see if I can make it bigger.
You can.
Is it bigger?
Yep. You're good. Hit play.
Can you hear it?
It's very quiet.
Got it all the way up.
That's all right. Just go ahead and hit play.
It's coming out of my speakers. Why is it coming out of my speakers?
You didn't share the video with audio, so go ahead and close it out. And then you're gonna cancel your share screen. Share screen again.
Where is it? Remove. Okay.
All right. So remove that one, and then you're gonna share screen again, and make sure you check the box in the bottom left corner that says "Share with audio."
Stop screen. Share screen. Oh, I never even noticed that before.
Well, it used to always be automatically selected.
Oh, okay.
And now it's not.
I see. I see, senor. Can you hear it now?
No, it's doing the same thing.
Son of a...
It is funny, though.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Anyway.
I mean, you can play it without the audio. They're speaking Spanish. Or I can do it.
Oh, yeah, but the laughs are... the laughing is what makes it.
Put the link in private chat.
And
I'll do it real quick.
Okay.
All right, just a second here.
You would think we'd take time to learn the system before we came on here and started
Hell no, man.
showboating.
Learning as you go is part of the fun.
Yeah.
All
I tried
right.
to upload that video that we were going to do. StreamYard was like, hell. 200 megabyte maximum. I'm like, oh, well, it was only a gigabyte. But I'm going to upload that to YouTube so we can just have it shared with the community so anybody can find it and watch it and enjoy it.
Are we there?
I see it.
All right, let's see.
Oh. Good crowd. That is some of the funniest shit I've ever seen. Oh. Oh, that gets me every time. What happened? Did you guys fall in?
No, I was switching all my screens back and everything. Sorry.
Oh.
Like
Oh,
I keep
yeah.
I have if I don't put it on the big screen, it doesn't look right.
Oh, gotcha.
So I had to put it on the big screen.
Gotcha. So yeah, that pretty much said the whole thing. That's the whole thing.
All right, so go ahead, give your take.
So my take on it is people in general are fairly awful people. Influencers, quote unquote influencers, these are self-proclaimed influencers. I don't know how you can call yourself an influencer in a niche market with, you know, people that you're not even getting 1,000 views on stuff with, like, Anyway, So that, I mean, that whole thing, it was gross. But so of course these people are very into themselves and all that, and so it doesn't surprise me that they would take an opportunity, from a shady dealer and take advantage of it and get tons and tons of copies and shitting all over the people standing in line. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm sure it happens all the time for different things. I mean, slapping an acetate cover on something and then calling it a con exclusive, pretty bad. Now, I really take issue with it is with CGC. That's what bothers me about it. CGC really shit the bed on this one. When they're constantly struggling to make deadlines and their grades are all over the place, going in cycles where they're grading this way, it's easy. You're sending in, pre-screens and you've got books sitting there for 3, 4, 5 months. And then you send a pre-screen in and it comes back graded within a week. It doesn't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. And then they meet up with this guy and they're given these crappy books, like 9 9s and 10s. Like that is, I mean, it's collusion. Their reputation just continues to fall because of doing stuff like this, where it was always kind of speculated that CGC was kind of in it, controlling the market a little bit as well. But I mean, it just shows right now that, their integrity is so low, because all you got to do is make a deal and you get 9 9s and 10s with 4 staples in your book. And they're saying, well, it's manufacturing. Well, it's a manufacturing if you slap a clear cover on it. It wasn't originally manufactured that way. And I guarantee if it would have come out with 4 staples originally, they would have called it a manufacturing defect.
On that.
Mm-hmm.
On that exact statement. Do you remember Stray Dogs #1?
Yeah, that was an example they gave for that it has happened before.
And how many staples did that book have?
Yeah, I mean...
And they blue labeled those.
Yeah, they say it's happened before. So they're basically saying,
yeah,
hey, we've been shitty before. So, I mean, Caesar, this book could have also been a dud. It was a dud.
Yeah.
That's why they had so many copies of it, because nobody bought it.
So when you do an exclusive for Marvel, right, they have a minimum print run of 3,000.
Right.
Right? So they had 3,000 copies of their reprint made. 3,000 copies.
People that get 3,000 copies is usually split between several stores, because they have to buy so many of the copies, and they usually, to get rid of 3,000 copies, you have to have a premium artist. And so they usually split the cost between, 4 or 5 shops.
Absolutely.
And maybe a lot of those, they'll have 10 people going in on them. Private sellers and then shops.
100%. And it was a dud. So the problem was, right, that though I'll get to that, Spooky. Don't do just I'm just playing along with Jelly right now. Mm-hmm. I'll do my real take in a minute. But the big problem is that they had over 1,000 copies of the book left, and of their 3,000, and they're like, God, we need to figure out something to do with these, some way to get rid of them. I know. Let's take a piece of fucking plastic. And the worst part is fuck them for making it patriotic.
Unfortunately, that is the America we live in now.
That dude, fuck them for that. Yep. Not only a money grab, but to use it as to make a patriotic cover, acetate as well. Fuck them.
It's pretty shameful. The whole thing is shameful.
Yes.
But again, I don't want to spend a lot of time on
Yeah,
the
no.
people because garbage people do garbage things. But CGC? Really? That's my
100%.
problem. That's my problem with the whole thing.
Dude, CGC, terrible. Now they've came back and said otherwise, right? Now that because Marvel came out and said we didn't authorize this.
Oh,
This is
absolutely.
This is 100% not an authorized Marvel exclusive. Period. Point blank.
Yep.
Not authorized. So now CGC had to backstep, and now they're changing their play. And guys, this you're gonna not like this, right? You're not gonna like this one. But I don't have a problem with people buying 75 copies. I really don't. I'm a capitalist. I don't believe in fucking overcharging like a mofo, but I don't have an issue with them buying copies. I don't. I know. Oh, it's not fair. I get it. I get it. I try to buy Jonathan Tyler Christopher books all the fucking time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people created bots to buy them up. Oh, limit 2 purchase, sold out in 5 minutes, 3,000 copies gone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I get it. I get it. But I still have to accept it because how about this? William, I know you're still watching. If somebody came up to you and they had a brand new box of Secret Wars 8s, old, new old stock, right? And they said, hey, would you like this box of comics I got for, $20 a copy? Would you take one?
All right.
Two,
well, I'll put it
or
to
would you
this
buy
way.
the whole box?
Let's say there's 74 people standing behind you waiting in line to get their copy of that book.
Sorry.
Okay.
Now, me, the guy that I am, would be like, who wants to buy a copy? $30. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I try to make $5 or $10. Right? That's just how I am. I'm not gonna be like $150 a copy. That's not me. I mean,
I just don't want the people I don't want to say stupid people, but
yeah, but Gator. So
I don't want people get stuck with that book because they think there's all this hype around it when it's not a valuable book and it will not be valuable.
So Gator, the people that bought 75 copies didn't buy it to read it. Nobody bought that comic book to read it. Nobody pays $75 for an exclusive to take it home, crack it open, and read.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that's just.
They're like, you know what? This book, when I saw it 6 months ago, it was really shitty. But now that it's got this acetate cover on it, I love it. So, okay. So you're pro-capitalism. No surprise there. I think we all are.
Well, you have to be in this business.
Well, sure. But I also, yeah, whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to chastise the people. I don't think the Black, was it Black Cave or Black Flag? I can't remember now. Black Cave.
There we go. Honestly, if I was by myself, I'd take them. But if there was others there, I'm not hoarding them and setting the market.
I agree.
So I wouldn't hoard them, but I'd buy them all. I'm not against it, right? I know that's people. That's like, I don't think anybody should have been able to buy early. I don't agree with that. I don't think anybody, like, if they had a limit purchase, right? I don't think anybody should have been able to fucking exceed it. No matter who the fuck they were.
Yeah.
And if they allowed people to cut in line, that's even fucking worse.
Well, that's why it's just so dirty. It's just
yes,
garbage people doing garbage things, And it, like I say, I'm not surprised by any of it. It happens probably more than we know. However, it just happened in front of everybody at a con very publicly. And like I say, that, whatever, you know, would I have been super salty if I was standing in line for that book? Yeah.
Yes.
I'd been pretty salty, but again, that my problem is with CGC.
Dude, 100,000% agree. Dude, I loved CBCS's statement.
I don't think I saw it, did I? What'd they say?
CBCS came out and made a statement saying that they would not have given it a grade, and it would, well, their grade, the highest grade they would have gave would have been a 7.0 if people would have done it, because they would have graded the original cover, and because the extra staples would have put four extra holes into it.
Yep.
Or eight extra holes, actually, because 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, roughly. But anyways, they're like, the highest grade it possibly could have got was a 7.0. Yeah, CBCS literally called out CGC like, bam.
Yeah, CBCS was like,
"You fucking crazy, man. You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated."
True story.
Yeah.
Like, and like I said, I know some people aren't going to like my point of view on buying the book, man. That's okay. But if they're not going to set limitations, they're not going to set restrictions, they're not going to hold people accountable. Get what you can get if you can get it.
And then at the end, they raised prices. Once they had done all their big deals, then they jacked the price up to $100.
That right there, that's what kind of gets to you when they rose the price. And I'm right there with J1. I'm right there with J1 on that, Jelly. Like, all right, so I talked to a guy that I met like 4 or 5 years ago, and he saw the shop again, and he came in, and he went on a little rant, kind of how the market changed, and now everybody's selling books, everybody's speccing, nobody is really valuing the comics. And I get all that, and I kind of explained to him, I was like, I feel what you're saying, I feel what you're talking about, but it's not like we're greeting people ourselves, bro. Like, to continue to do this, you got to continue to hustle, you got to continue to grind. So I'm like, while you were probably listening and watching the top 10 videos, I was selling the top 10. And I wasn't thinking about it, I was selling it. And it got me and Mike to open up a webpage. It got us to open up our shop, to do this, because everything costs. And you have to grind it, guys. You have to grind it. So I understand it. Me and Mike, guys, we still go and buy collections. We still hustle. We like just this weekend that just passed. We picked up maybe 12 long boxes, and we went through them in 3 days. 3 days that we went through all the comics. Found a lot of good keys, a lot of bangers, but the grind never stops. Now, exactly how J1 said, if there is no limitation, I'm gonna buy maybe like, would I buy the 75? No, but I'm gonna take as many as I can. Here's the thing. And I asked Mike how he did it, because I wanted to get his perspective on it, because we know what we're doing. Me and Mike set up a system where, with my wife, with his wife, where we can't all go to the con. If we all go to the con, then I have to shut down the store. And to me, that's not like good business. So we figured out a way for half the team to split up and half the team to stay. So one of the things that I asked Mike was like, since you've been going and you've been getting the feel of the con, how do you do it, fam? How do you do it, brother? And he answered me, he's like, well, I waited in line where I had to wait in line. If Rose Besh was there and nobody was in line, then I got first dibs. If people had a line of 15 or 20, I stood behind the 20 people until it was my turn. I didn't look for favors, and I didn't ask for favors. I was there just like everybody else. And I asked Mike, with all of the people asking you for books, how many did you come up with? He's all like, well, Captain Ramius asked for this. Shout out El Capitan. This customer asked for that. This customer asked for this. Yada yada yada. And I was like, cool. So that is true, guys. That is true, guys. People do buy books for other people. People aren't able to make it to the cons, and people buy
Sure,
books for other
I get
people.
that. I've done that
But
before, but it's
75 copies.
Yeah.
Mike looked at me and I was like, I don't see why I wouldn't have done it. I think that was going to be my question to you guys, because I have no beef with the hey, everybody. If that's your way of getting your hustle on, I mean, but I'm not gonna knock on your hustle. I'm out here trying to grind mines, so I can't always tell you this is the way to do it. I'm gonna do it my way because I figure it out. If you're gonna be honest, karma is one of the most important things that have made me and Mike really flourish in what me and him are doing. Because I told him, treat others how you want to be treated. Ship others how you want to be shipped. Speak to others how you want to be.
I don't mind him doing what he did. That was up to him, but it don't look good. It doesn't wear well. So he might not ever get the opportunity again. He might have lost a lot of customers and a lot of future customers because of that.
And that's the responsibility of you trying to do the business, though. See, that's the responsibility of that. That is the responsibility. That's why I even tell Mike when he leaves, hey, bro, best behavior. You know me, man. If it was up to me, I mean, I tell him, because sometimes tempers flare. Whatever happens, bro, just if you need my wife to take over the situation, or you need your wife to take over the situation, walk away. There's no need to go on a screaming match with a customer over nonsense. Just let it go. You know what I'm saying? And let somebody else handle it. You know what I'm saying? You take care of yourself. Because, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You never know. A little screaming match can let into some blows, and you know it can lead into all kinds of stuff, and nobody wants that. Nobody really needs that kind of stuff. I bet you a lot of people were pissed off at people that were in the line, but I understand it. That's why also we got to be conscious of what we're doing. That's why I would always tell him, hey, as long as you're not stepping on other people's toes or doing shady business, I'm cool with you doing deals, because I don't know what he's doing at the con. Hey, you go out there, you know, you're saying you're out there, you're speaking with other people, you're networking, you're meeting new artists, you're meeting new comic shops, you're trying to exactly what you said, Jelly, to do exclusives on a greater volume. You got to make deals with other comic shops, and sometimes you meet these other comic shops through cons, and sometimes deals are made at cons, and you understand a lot of the game and how a lot of things are run in the business. But yeah, man, now that when you start doing those things, it's kind of it. You have to put your name on it. You have to really put your name on it, and also that was my question to you, Jelly, so I can knock on that one. If none of that would have happened, if all people would have just gone in there and bought that copy with no hiccups. With no hiccups. I'm just giving you the what if hypothetical.
Okay.
Are we having the same discussion?
Oh, absolutely not. The discussion we're having is simply because it happened. And it's, like I said before, I'm sure it happens all the time in the background. But it happened very publicly, and it happened with his comic shop name on it. So, you know, you do it in front of everybody, and you do it very publicly, and then everybody afterwards is trying to clear their own name, and they're just stepping in more piles of shit, and makes them look completely out of touch and like complete narcissists. And it's just an ugly thing, and it's just kind of a black eye for, I would say, the little comic shop kind of guy that's trying to put out you know, they're exclusives, and you have something that there was nobody interested in 6 months ago. You slap something on it and try to sell it again. I get that. I get it. You know, I don't want to be stuck with 1,000 copies of something. If there's something I can do that would make people buy 1,000 copies of backstock that I have, I'm gonna try to do it. But I'm also not gonna be shocked when people are like, "Are you kidding me, you asshole? You just put an acetate cover on this." You know, so I mean, he took a shot. He definitely sold more books than I think he probably would have. But that might be the last time he's ever able to move that many copies of books. I would, if I were him, my next exclusives would be some pretty low print runs to see if I still have customers. But that's just my opinion.
And what do you think about CGC? What's the further grade? What did they say about the book? Are they going to grade it, or what's happening with CGC on that book?
They're grading it Blue Label.
So they're going to continue to grade it Blue Label, or
I don't know if anything's changed today. I haven't. I was working all day, so I didn't have a chance to. But as far as I know, they're sticking to their guns, and they're going to keep grading them. But because they used the precedent that Stray Dogs had a second cover attached to it with 4 staples, which just basically told me that they said, "Hey, we fucked up before, so it's not that unusual." Because you saw CBCS came out and said that, you know, there's 4 extra holes in the spine of that book that weren't there from manufacturing, so they wouldn't get over a 7 with us, which was a baller move by CBCS.
Agreed.
And one of my other questions was, did they take the whole 750 print run to the con? Was that the official statement that all 750 were at the con? Or 500 were at least?
No, they had some graded, pre-graded.
Yeah, they had a lot of pre-graded, which is why those 9.9s and 10s were coming out.
Yeah. That is probably the most bullshit move that CGC did. Was that?
I mean, let's just say these books are in excellent condition. They've got an extra cover stapled onto them. So you're saying that these books that were comeback 10s are so perfect. I mean,
I've never seen a 10 that wasn't a square bound.
I don't think I have either.
I'm just
I don't
being
think
real.
I have either. Yeah, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever seen a 10 without a square bound. Best I've seen for regular bind books are 9.9s.
Yes. Like regular bindery books, I've seen 9.9s.
Yeah.
But I've never seen one come out as a 10 because of when they're cutting them on the manufacturing process. Even if they put a brand new blade in the cutting block, right? Brand spanking new.
Mm-hmm.
It's still going to have shear marks here and there. I mean, it's just,
shear marks. It's going to have the little corner. What do they call?
That's
those
true,
little
4
fuzzies.
Pete. That is absolutely true. It was authorized by the publisher, right? Unlike this one, where they just did it. They had a public, like they did not have Marvel do it. That's the other big no-no. Like, so I love this guy named Plumdill. He used to do exclusives. He would have like 25 cover print runs, 50 cover print runs. He would take the original comic and put his cover that he produced over it.
Zion.
And honest to God,
I'd love it too. Is that Orko?
Right?
That's good.
It was he made some awesome covers. But the crazy thing is if you sent those into CGC, they came back NG, no grade.
Yeah.
They wouldn't grade them. And I have I have plenty of there's plenty of proof of that out there.
Yeah.
CGC did it because they have deals and contracts with Black Flag.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Clearly.
So
so we didn't even want to talk about this. I knew that was going to happen.
We knew it would.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me give my 2-minute rant.
All right.
I'll keep it quick. I promise.
Okay.
So again, F Black Flag. They went about it all wrong. They tried to resell something they couldn't sell before. Fuck them. CGC. Fuck them. They allowed it. They authorized it. They graded it. And they haven't done that before. Right? Like, my perfect example was the dude I just talked about, Plumdill. Like, honestly, dude does some amazing covers. Look him up. He hasn't done it for a while, but man, they used to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Other guy, right, that I'd talk about would be the Stray Dogs. The publisher put those acetates on, not the comics shop.
Yeah.
That's the other big thing. I don't like F them for letting people cut in line. F them for letting people, buy up all of them early before they were released to the public. Right? That's the other big effing no-no.
The funny thing is all those people that were scooping up all those copies.
Yeah.
Why? It was just an acetate cover. Why weren't you scooping up the ones that were 6 months ago?
It's controlling the market.
Yeah.
So the people that were scooping up gobs of them are comic book resellers. They're not comic book collectors.
Yeah.
They're not big old huge community members, right? They are comic sellers.
Mm-hmm.
One of the big influencers is freaking what's her name? Nerdy Girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was a girl that didn't have a clue about comics. She just knew she had some that were expensive that she inherited.
Yep.
That's how she started. Okay.
Yep, that whole thing spun from that.
And it didn't go well from there, right? So and there's others too, but I'm not calling anybody out. They exactly, William. They bottlenecked the market to drive up the price to sell and make money. And the worst part is that they dragged Whatnot into it too.
Oh yeah.
And I like Whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's they helped do it too. Like the Whatnot gang is what they called them, right? The whole group of them that bought up most of them. And then Black Flag, again, F you for raising the price.
And it's funny, are there names
in the middle
on
of
the
the
back
con
of the books?
What's that?
Are there names on the back of the Whatnot books?
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not. Because they didn't believe in Whatnot.
Nope.
Yeah. I again, I'm just going to stop it there because we didn't want to talk about this because we knew what this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to talk about other stuff, but we had to a little bit, guys. Like,
I mean, it's kind of this week. It's the elephant in the room, just because. I mean, it's absolutely getting beaten to death everywhere. Like, if you're in the comic book community, you cannot go a day without seeing hundreds of posts about it.
True story.
So, oh yeah, absolutely, Cat.
100% Cap.
Agree.
100%. And what you didn't hear was me say I had no issue with people buying 75 copies. Jelly and somebody else didn't quite like that, but it's okay. I'm a
I don't.
capitalist.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't have any problem with people buying them. If there was no limits and stuff like that, that's
Yeah.
fine. Again, it's just such a horrific misstep by all parties involved, because
Everybody.
it wasn't even anything new. It was not an exclusive. I mean, the acetate that was strapped to it is, I guess, the exclusive. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. It seems like a really shitty thing to ruin your name over.
Cat 60, I would sell all of them to someone.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's pretty funny on eBay. They're up to like $25,000.
Dude, those are all shill bidders. That's
Oh,
dude.
absolutely. But they're just making sure everyone gets stuck with these comics.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
not going to get in on the hype. Like, the community has rallied around, and spoken that, hey, if you want to go in and swoop up all the copies, we'll make sure you can't get rid of them.
Oh, yeah. Zion,
Which-
absolutely 100%. You need to go back and rewatch the beginning of the show because you need to hear the whole golden record story of Thor because it was awesome.
Oh, yeah. For sure. What was, wasn't there something else we're going to talk about? I can't remember.
Yes. Mr. Sandman.
Oh, yeah.
Bring me a dream. Make it the
Has-
funnest that I've ever seen.
If anyone has not started watching Sandman on Netflix yet, of course, the DC book written by Neil Gaiman.
Yeah, this is the Neil Gaiman not from the 2000s. This is not like
Not the original.
the 70s version
Yeah.
of Mr.
Not
Sandman.
the graphic novel.
Yeah, super amazing. Go ahead, Joe.
So I was surprised when they've taken a few cracks at Sandman before.
Mm-hmm.
This one was good. They nailed it so well. So I'm one episode in, and it visually was stunning. Now, Neil Gaiman wrote this book with a lot of like queer characters to begin with, and it's definitely that way on the show.
You think?
Which I'm okay with because that's how it was originally intended.
True.
So I'm fine with it. The story is good. It's sticking actually to the books so far, at least. William, what do you think? You're on episode 6. I just finished 1, and I was like, yeah, I can watch some more of this.
Yeah, same here. The wife and I watched number 1, and she you missed the statement. Like I said, like one of the first things I said during the show was because she texted me just as we were going live, and her words were, "I like Sandman because he looks so good, but still Chris Evans and you are fighting for my number 1." Yeah, that was like the best. Super cheesy, I know, but she has rose-colored glasses. I know.
When does She-Hulk start? Has it started yet?
Just previews. I think it releases here anytime now.
It's pretty quick here, right? August
It's-
18th, so a week
yeah,
from
it-
now.
Yeah.
I can say when they announced it, I was kind of excited. Now that I've seen the trailers, I'm not so excited.
Well, so you guys, this is like one of the things I was not happy with. So what was the last movie that Hulk was in? So like he's still Professor Hulk in She-Hulk, the show. But then there was a movie, and it was it that he was in? Was it Doctor Strange, or was it? It was Doctor Strange. It was the Multiverse of Madness. He had in Multiverse of Madness, right? Because She-Hulk was supposed to come out before
Yeah.
Doctor Strange. In Doctor Strange, he was back to being, Dr. David Banner.
Yeah.
And in She-Hulk, he's still stuck as Professor Hulk. So, like, supposedly his transformation back to, regular Banner and separating himself into two people again is supposed to happen during She-Hulk. That's, like, honest to God, that's the only reason I want to watch this damn show.
Yeah, I saw the trailers and stuff, and it was... I don't know if it's the CGI of it or something. It just looks off to me.
Dude, the CGI is off. They don't have the budget to do it.
And yeah, just it was kind of the same thing. I'm really, really excited for the Munsters movie, and then I saw the trailer and I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I know.
And then I just read something the other day that was speaking about the Munsters, and it said how one trailer can ruin a movie.
True story.
And I was like, oh, maybe it's not as bad as I thought. Maybe the trailer was just really awful.
So the only movie in the last, I don't know how long, that has really just blown me away, honest to God, was this Jurassic World Domination. I'm not gonna lie, that movie was pretty effing amazing. You had all the main players from Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, and then the last two movies. All the major players were in it, and so good. It somehow tied them all together in the story. Absolutely worth watching. Absolutely worth watching. But, that's not really a comic movie. They made comics off of the movies.
Yeah.
But it's not like it was a comic then a movie.
Oh, yeah, that's a good... William Albright said, at least we're going to get Thunderbolt Ross. I hope. I really hope.
See, I haven't seen Prey yet. I will watch it.
Prey?
That's the new Predator movie.
Is it out?
Yes. It just... So they released it to... Paramount? I can't remember.
Oh, it looks like Hulu.
Hulu.
Oh, I didn't realize that was out already.
Yeah, like the actual, the company that did it, they're like, man, we really should have brought this to theaters.
Oh, it's that high quality?
Yes. And the reviews and the ratings of it are phenomenal.
I might have to check that tonight then. Oh, we got Poser coming up or what?
So yesterday he said yes, but today I see nothing.
Oh, I just see internet has been out for 20 minutes or so.
Oh, did he post?
He just said internet has been out for 20 minutes or so. But anyway, if people enjoyed the Journey into Mystery 83, next week I'll have 97 ready to go. And then we'll start working on... Because, super interesting to watch the origin of Thor, as it was told the first time. 97, I think, first appearance of Lava Man.
Yeah.
I believe. It's the origin of Odin.
We can do that one again another time. It'll be fine.
Yeah, we can do it next week if we need a little break.
I'm for it, dude.
So, but I'm gonna go ahead and post this on the YouTube channel. That way, we can share it with everybody. Maybe some people go searching for it and wander their way into MadHouse by way of that video. So, anything else you got to talk about?
The only other thing I would do is I would short clip it and put just the reading up.
Short clip it. What do you mean?
So you can take just a piece of this video.
Yeah.
And repost
it. Okay. So
You know what I
so it then forces them to watch this show.
Well, no. They can see just that part of it.
Oh, I mean, I'm gonna take the video off my computer and upload it to the YouTube channel.
Oh, well, that's even easier.
Yeah, that way people can watch it anytime they want, and then we'll
My thing was like
tag it up.
We could keep our little intro on it with it.
I can put the intro on before it,
Yeah.
so that is not an issue. So, well, KM, you there?
Miguel, Senor.
Hola.
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
You got anything else you want to say, brother?
No, I just wanted to say, man, that was an awesome audio. Man, dude,
Yeah.
it took me back to the old school animation movies I used to watch as a kid. Like, was that Camelot kind of style movies and shit? Like, it was really fun to listen to all that stuff, man. Like, you guys took me back. But no, other than that, man, it was an awesome conversation. Like I said, we're all doing this, man. It's how you want to practice what you do, and how you want to set your image, and you know what I'm saying, how you want to go on. It's hard, man. I mean, like, you know what? And I'll finish it off like this. If you guys remember, because I was thinking about this and I was just having a laugh. You know that one Dave Chappelle skit that one girl I keeps it real, and she ended up all the way in jail.
Yeah.
I'm 37 years old. I stopped keeping it real. To have a business, you keep it 100. You don't keep it real. You stop keeping it real. If you want to grow up, you stop keeping it real. If you want to start getting into business, you get it 100, and you keep it 100.
Yep.
All that keeping it real shit ain't gonna work out, guys, because it's just you going down this rabbit hole where, you know what I'm saying? Look, to still double down on something and not even apologize. That's what I mean. That's exactly what I mean. So, guys, it's what kind of image you want to set.
Yep.
It sucks, but I'm keeping it 100 now. Stop keeping it real.
All right. Well, I guess I'll wrap her up and see what Poser's going to do here in about 10 minutes or so.
Hey, I'll be in the other room talking to the cams.
Oh, okay.
Do me a favor. Call me if we're going on.
Okay, I'll do that.
All right.
So,
our plans
guys,
got changed.
Fun show. We will see you next Thursday, I believe. Nothing's going to stop us from doing that, right? Are you going to be in Kansas?
Dude, I'll be here.
Okay. All right.
We're leaving tomorrow now.
Okay. All right.
We'll be back.
So,
I think we'll be back tomorrow, Saturday night, I think.
Okay.
And yes, bud, we will be open tomorrow. We're changing our store hours from 11:30 to 8, fam. But you'll see it updated on our hours change. But we are open tomorrow, regular time. Just because of the construction, fam, once the construction gets done in front of the shop, we'll go back to 10 a.m. But we just realized it's not really beneficial on us to be here at 10 in the morning. So we're gonna scoot it an hour and a half forward and open up the shop at 11:30 going on, guys.
Dude, the doors might be unlocked, but ain't nobody working.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, you can say 2 people working.
Couldn't get out without one of those.
That's right. That's right.
All right, fellas.
Love you
we'll
guys.
Catch you later. See you next Thursday. We'll talk.